tournament scene, it's even harder. Because, of course, like if you're playing just casuals or playing in ranked, it's a lot easier. But once you go into a tournament, it's intense.
No, and that's it. And for those out there, we've heard complaints before. Yeah, Fulgore is a good character, and teleports are really strong. But at the same time, it wouldn't work well if it wasn't because of some smart play.
Yeah.
Okay? So you can put Fulgore in the hands of anybody, and you won't necessarily get the same result. So let's see if Reggie has the answer for this Fulgore. I saw some pretty smart play all along. Let's see. His matches have been very dragged out all the way to the end. So let's see if it's the same story here.
Yeah. So little tidbit. A lot of people don't know is like with Rash's tongue on block, it's -3, which somebody, a bird told somebody, of course, that is actually punishable by Fulgore. So you cannot really do that versus Fulgore, since he does have the 3-frame DP. And I think that's what ruined them in the match before, because of course these guys were facing each other in winners.
Yeah.
So now they're both in losers, and I think that is going to dramatically change this matchup.
Yes.
On knowing just one little tidbit of information from another player about something that you're not seeing it changes everything.
Yeah.
It really opens your eyes.
So here we go. He's going to catch on with some pretty good damage, making it pretty even. Even though Fulgore has I don't know why he felt like he needed to do that, but he popped his instinct. Actually, it puts him at an advantage because his meter starts racking up.
Yeah, I mean, it's really smart to pop your instinct as soon as possible, just because, like, you're building up meter, even if you get, like, in this case, he got, he lost his life bar, but he now has almost a full entire meter. Like, he has almost all full meter, which is amazing for Fulgore, of course, because he works a lot different, of course, than the rest of the characters on building meters. So anytime you can build meter, it's definitely worth it.
So Shadow Ram Charge goes through projectiles, which is a really good option. If he can guess correctly that Fulgore is going to teleport right in front of him, then he can punish him. But if he teleports right behind him, that puts him at a disadvantage. Fulgore can get across the screen and punish him. So that was a really good pumping of instinct. Let's say he throws him, and that's it. That grab is very strong, and it's great for positioning.
Yeah, it really is. It does a lot more damage, of course, than some of the other throws. And then the one thing about it is that you're kind of guessing a 50-50 on it, because he can do overhead, or he can do that, or he can go low. So you're kind of having to guess what he's going to do. And that's what makes it really hard on the wake up.
So it's interesting because Fulgore doesn't have a mid-range, especially Serpent's Fulgore. It's either far, and then he goes in. He makes sure he goes in as safe as possible. And then you have Rash, that's a character that just goes in crazy. Corner control is the name of the game for Rash, especially with flip outs, boot loops, and all these different type of things.
Yeah, I think that's like one thing that, as far as is a lot different for him, is that, of course, Rash doesn't have all the, projectiles and DPs and everything like that. So he more has to rely a lot on getting in with his tongue, and then, hoping that the other player doesn't guess correctly.
Yep.
And so, and of course, he hits really hard. So, I mean, one good mix-up is, at least 30 or 40% of your life.
Yeah. Now, tongue is vital for his game because, as you saw there, he went up instead of going straight at him, and you can change what the other person expects Rash to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like it almost is like his neutral jump is not really a neutral jump.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it scary. Is because, like, say you try to do something, like say you try to automatically like do a DP, he can catch you with tongue if you do it too late. So, and of course it doesn't do any damage, but it's just the fact that you are not doing anything. Like you're trying to guess on what he's gonna do. So he catches him with a shadow counter, and
catches out for how much damage? Positioning.
Okay.
35%. Got him. All right, broke that combo. He's been breaking consistently. Gets grabbed. Let's see. Now is Rash's opportunity. Rash is very good in the corner. All right, gets hit out. He's very close. What is he gonna do? Jumps up.
Okay.
Gets out of the corner. Very smart. Goes in. Now he has the. They're both about even on meter. So in reality, he might have a disadvantage there.
Oh.
Now, again, I've said this before and I haven't seen it enough. is hover bike can make a lot of things safe. You can do it in the air. You can do it halfway through remove. You can call anywhere between 4 and 5 depending on how tight your timing is. You can't really spam it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's kind of a really interesting move, and yeah, a lot of people I would say don't really use it.
Now both characters same position, and is he going to convert into something? Gets grabbed. Nope. Is it it? It is it.
See that damage.
Now this is Reggie's story in this tournament. He goes all the way. He goes very hard. His matches are very drawn out. He's a warrior. He's fought. Serpent, on the other hand, we've seen him going through very quick matches, getting setups and all this. And I think his specialty is he interrupts the other person's flow, the other person's strategy. So he brings it down to a level where it's just punch for punch, blow for blow.
Yeah, I think it's really one of the matchups that a lot of people don't really play as serious versus Rash, because a lot of people play so much differently with him.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to get like a clear read on a Rash player because you never know how they're going to play the matchup.
He has a lot of different tools, but he doesn't have any spectacular normals. It's not like you can't play a footsie game, so you have to really depend on that vortex, resets, and just pure mind games.
Yeah, it really is, and including with a lot of it, there's a lot of actual setups that you can do with his tongue into other combos, which some people I see that use it looks amazing, but of course not everybody knows it. So that's the one thing is that you can really do a lot of actual damage if you start. It's almost like Cinder in the air.
Yeah,
you can do a lot of actual combos within the air, but not everybody, of course, has a timing down and things like that. But
that is a very late shadow counter. I want to point out a move that happened earlier, and I didn't know as a Rash player. Nice reset, man. I forget what I had to say. Look at this. Let's go. He has a very. Bro, he just had. Look at that. That's a really good punish right there. But puts him out of the corner, and then he puts himself back in the corner. Takes the grab, goes with axe kick, ram head. Let's see how well he tried reading it. Got a little bit greedy for 17% damage. Is pretty good.
Yeah, and now here goes the bike, which can make a lot of things safe. It doesn't do too much damage, but it does extend your combo sometimes when you're doing something.
No, it can definitely stagger, and you can recapture a combo, go right back in it. So that was a good uppercut into Shoryu.
Oh,
gets grabbed.
Oh.
Now I just want to say this is the game is right now 2-2.
Oh man.
Now it's a lot of pressure now. The last pixel. Now that was one thing. The game slowed down. The game slowed down, and you don't want to try to be in that position. Gets grabbed, and that's it.
You could have chipped him out like 30 times. I'm like, all right.
And that was the score. That was the end of that match.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was a good match.
Yeah,
I mean, Fulgore, is a monster, but hey, it's all about player experience.
Yeah, definitely.